School in the 1980s felt different. Not better, not worse, just different. You carried real books, heavy ones. Lockers slammed, bells rang, teachers meant business. No smartphones, no Wi-Fi. If you forgot your homework, you didn't blame the internet, you blamed yourself. Fast forward to today, and school looks familiar but feels nothing like it used to. So let's rewind the bell, walk the halls, and compare American school life in the 80s versus now. The rules, the routines, and the things we quietly lost along the way. In the 1980s, getting to school was an adventure. You walked, you biked, you maybe hitchhiked your backpack on one shoulder. No parents hovering, no morning traffic meltdown, just you, your friends, and the fear of being late. You learned directions early. You learned independence even earlier. Now, drop-off lines look like a rush hour documentary. Engines idling, parents stressed, kids staring at phones. In the 80s, the school day started before the bell rang. Today, it starts in the car. Classrooms in the 80s had a smell: chalk dust, erasers, old books. Teachers wrote on green boards, letters squeaked. Someone always clapped the erasers outside. A white cloud followed. If you sat in the front row, you inhaled knowledge and chalk. Today, touch screens, smart boards, tablets everywhere. Lessons slide by with a tap. No dust, no squeak, no dramatic eraser slap. Sure, it's faster now, cleaner, smarter, but in the 80s, learning felt physical. You watched knowledge appear, one dusty line at a time. Teachers in the 80s didn't need microphones. Their look was enough. You sat up straight, feet on the floor, no talking, because everyone knew they meant business. They were strict, yes, but fair. If you did the work, you were safe. If you didn't, well, let's just say your name echoed through the hallway. No emails to parents, no endless meetings, just discipline, respect, and learning the hard way. They scared you a little, but somehow they made you better. Homework in the 80s came home on paper, real paper. Easy to lose, impossible to explain away. If you forgot it, you didn't email the teacher, you didn't message your mom, you accepted your fate. Discipline was simple: a note sent home, a call that made your stomach drop, and that look from your parents. You know the one. No reminders, no extensions, just responsibility, consequences, and learning the hard way. It wasn't gentle, but it worked. The school lunchroom in the 80s was loud, really loud. Metal trays, mystery meat, mashed potatoes that doubled as glue. You didn't ask questions, you just ate carefully. But the real action? Snack trading. One kid had pudding, another had a Twinkie, someone always tried to trade an apple nobody wanted. Milk came in cartons you stabbed wrong at least once. Spills happened. Teachers pretended not to see it. In the 80s, lunch wasn't about nutrition charts. It was about survival, friendship, and deals made in whispers across the table. Recess in the 80s wasn't a break. It was a survival game. Kids ran, jumped, fell, got back up. Kickball, dodgeball, tag, no safety briefing required. You came back to class sweaty, red-faced, and proud. Band-Aids were optional. Dirt was expected. PE meant real effort. Jump rope, sit-ups, the dreaded mile run. Teachers with whistles, no excuses. In the 80s, play wasn't supervised fun, it was freedom. And somehow, all that running made us tougher, and a little happier. School friendships in the 80s lived in the hallways, at lockers, between classes. You passed handwritten notes folded into tiny squares. Do you like me? Yes, no, maybe. High stakes decisions. Lockers slammed. Gossip traveled fast without Wi Fi. You knew who liked who just by whispers and looks. Friends meant sitting together at lunch, walking home, sharing secrets no adult ever heard. No group chats, no screenshots. If you said something embarrassing, it usually stayed in the building. In the 80s, friendships were messier, louder, but somehow felt more real. School rules in the 80s were simple. You followed them or you didn't. Dress codes were strict. No ripped jeans, no wild slogans. Hair too long? Someone noticed. Detention meant sitting quietly, staring at the clock, questioning every life choice you'd made. No phones, no earbuds, just consequences. And respect, it wasn't optional. Teachers expected it. Parents backed it up. Today, there are emails, meetings, and policies. Back then, the rule was clear. Behave, learn, and don't test it. After school in the 80s felt like freedom. No phones, no tracking apps, just a backpack tossed in the corner. You rode bikes until your legs burned, played ball in the street, argued over rules, lost track of time. The only deadline? When the streetlights turned on. That glow meant get home now. No constant check-ins, no group chats, just trust and a little danger. Back then, after school wasn't scheduled. It was wild, messy, and unforgettable. And honestly, that freedom taught us more than any class ever did. So that was American school life in the 80s. Messy, loud, unfiltered. No apps tracking homework, no parents hovering every second, just chalk dust, scraped knees, and lessons you actually remembered. School today is safer, smarter, more connected, but somewhere along the way it also became quieter, tighter, rushed. If these memories made you smile, laugh, or quietly nod your head, hit that subscribe button. Here at American Time Mirror, we don't just remember the past, we feel it together.